Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dinda Devia Pebriani. I'm from Biology Class 2B. I'm here to present my answer in exercise 2. This is the first paragraph of the text. We see that the writer is keep talking about the bacteria and the size of the bacteria. This is the second and the third paragraph. In the second paragraph, the writer talks about looking at bacteria with an ordinary microscope, but still cannot be clearly seen, and the bacteria is only shaped like a dot. And the writer gives the fact that bacteria have flagella to help them move in the water. And in the last paragraph, or paragraph 3, is telling that bacteria are very affected by the chemical molecule in water. Change in fraction of a second can affect bacteria. And the question of the text. Question number 1 is, what is the topic of the writer's discussion? And number 2 is, can I summarize what the writer talks about? What is the topic of the text? In the whole text is telling about bacteria, and size, and structure. So, the topic of the text is about characteristic of bacteria. And the answer for number 2, the summary of the text is, bacteria are extremely small living things. Even with an ordinary microscope, bacteria cannot be clearly seen, and it's only shaped like a dot. Some bacteria have attached their wavy-looking hair, called flagella, to pushing the bacteria through the water. The small size of bacteria can make them affected by the movement of chemical molecules around them. The next question is true or false. Number 1, you can look bacteria closely with microscope. The answer is false because in the paragraph 2, at the first and second line, the writer tells that even with an ordinary microscope, you must look closely to see bacteria. Using a magnification of 100 times, one finds that bacteria are barely visible as tiny rods and dots. So, with microscope, we cannot see clearly bacteria. We have to using advanced microscope. And for number 2, bacteria look like a pinhead because of its size. The answer is false because the writer tells in the first paragraph, line 5, if you enlarge a founded bacterium of 1,000 times, it would be just about the size of a pinhead. So only the size as big as a pinhead, but not the shape that look like a pinhead. And number 3, bacteria is barely recognized by human. The answer is true because bacteria is very small and tiny. Even with the ordinary microscope, bacteria just look like a dot. And number 4, chemical molecules are affected by bacteria's movement. The answer is false. The writer tells in paragraph 3, line 3, bacteria are so small that they are influenced by the movement of the chemical molecules around them. So the bacteria is affected by chemical molecules movement and not the opposite. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.